And we are live! Yay! Hello, everyone!
No.
Welcome, welcome to the last official PokemonAthon sprints, which is very, very exciting. Like, I can't believe that we are actually already in the end of the readathon. Like, it's Tuesday today, so there is only today and then 2 more days until the readathon will be over. It's crazy. Yes, it's really crazy.
Time's been going.
So. Yes, it's like it's 18 days. It's not a full month, so like it will be shorter, but it still felt to me like it passed so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes, so what's everyone reading today? Maybe we can go and just tell what we are reading and what are reading plans for today and just for the rest of the 2 days
Yeah.
that are left if you're trying to achieve last reads.
Yeah.
Hey, hello, Sophie.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm glad to see you here.
Yeah, I can start. I'm reading Muse of Nightmares. This is for the
That's amazing.
this is for the I think the Ghost Gym, right? With the previous DNF or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You
it's
what now? You DNF'd? You what now?
let let me explain.
Okay.
I started reading this one in like June or July, and I got like almost 200 pages in. But then, like the readathon I was reading it for ended, so I stopped reading it because I picked up
Yeah.
something else. So it's kind of like a DNF because I never continue with it.
Same.
But I'm like halfway through it now, and I'm still not loving it. So
Oh.
I'm struggling a lot with
Oh,
it. But I read a review that says that after 300 pages, it gets good. But for me, it's like, does it need to take 300 pages for a book to be good? I don't know.
I agree with
So
it. Yes.
because I really liked the first one. I was surprised by how much I liked Strange the Dreamer. But I feel like in this one, nothing's literally happening. It's
Oh,
so
geez.
slow, and everyone is just not doing anything.
Isn't
At
it in
least
a new setting than Strange the Dreamer as well with different characters or something like that?
it's the same characters.
Oh.
Yes, so and
You're
that's the
getting
thing.
new
Like I enjoyed
characters.
the characters in the first one, but here they are just like, meh, not doing anything.
I think they do introduce one or two new characters in this one.
Okay.
I think there's like a parallel sort of narrative that's
Okay.
Mm.
sort of beside it. Like it's been a while since I read it, but I
Mm.
know that it's one of my absolute favorite duologies. But from what I remember, the second one does have sort of an extra narrative there.
I
Yeah,
read
not
chapter 1 and that was it, and I set it down.
Wow.
I mean, Laini Taylor's books are usually really slow in the beginning, and then once it
Mhm.
actually picks up steam, everything is thrown at you left and right, and you'll end up sobbing. Usually,
yeah,
at least
absolutely.
that's what I do with all of her books. So
Yeah, and I really did enjoy Strange the Dreamer, and I liked the beginning of that one as well. It was very like atmospherical and flowery, and like it was interesting. But this time it's just like not doing it for me for some reason. But the plan is to finish this one for the last few days of this readathon. Hopefully, I'll get a good chunk of it tonight, possibly finish it tomorrow. And then I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to finish anything else, to be honest, because I started reading another book, but that one is so chunky and thick, so I don't think I will make it before Thursday. But yeah, this
Yes,
is
there is. It's only 2 days, so like, yes, it
yeah,
feels
no
you
sleep.
already have a book that you
yeah,
are
it
reading.
is.
So yeah.
Exactly.
I feel bad. I have like a whole extra day from you guys.
Oh yeah, you do.
yeah, that's true.
um,
Yeah.
I will be
You.
finishing this book in the sprints today because I'm at the end. Like I'm even farther than this bookmark because I was listening while I got
It
ready.
looks really cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was for a book club, Shelf This Book Club by my friend Bailey, and most of them did not like this at all. But I'm like
Mm.
considering giving it 4 stars, maybe. So I feel like a traitor, but I can't put it down because like we just found out who the murderer is. So I'm gonna work on that one, and then
Mhm.
for this readathon, once I finish it, I just started this one.
Yes. Please.
So good. I made like not like I did not make the noodles, but immediately after reading this, I made like pasta sauce, like chapter 1, and I like made pasta last night with garlic and everything, and I was like, yes.
book is one of my apps. Like, you're all reading my favorites. Like, please. I just finished the second book in that series, actually, and it's even better than the first one, and also very spicy. So
Yes.
Esme's
I
gonna
heard that
jump out of her chair if my queen were to pick up the Wrath and the Dawn now. Esme would be out.
I do want to read that.
Esme deceased. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm reading the.
I almost put
Not
that on
today.
my Desert-a-thon TBR, but I was like, I can't make it work for PokemonAthon this month.
Yeah.
You can do it for next year, Desert-a-thon.
Very good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And otherwise,
Yeah.
just read it, whatever. I mean,
exactly.
yeah, someone actually Lauren, one of my like booktube sort of best friends, she just, after a very, very long time, finally read The Wrath and the Dawn, and she's obsessed. So I'm very happy that I found another person on the internet who loves the book. And I will always push this book onto people when I can.
Yes, it's your absolute fave. We all know it.
Sorry, I got very excited about the books you guys are reading.
We love it.
Yes. The Midnight Library, I hope that you will enjoy it. I think you already read it in the last sprints, if I'm not mistaken, like the ones that were 2 days ago. So I hope you are enjoying it.
Yeah, I read that one for readathon too.
Yeah, you just finished it, right, Charlotte? Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. We are doing great. How are you? I hope that you are also doing great.
I think
What are
So-
you doing?
I'm gonna start. I just remembered something, but I think I'm gonna start the Stowaway by James Esmero and Darren Waremouth. Is that how you pronounce his last name? I don't know.
Yes, I'm also not sure.
I just realized that I do have to read 2 other books for book clubs, though. But I'll just forget about that for now and probably
Yes,
start.
I
that.
have the same 2 books to read too.
Yeah.
That's okay. This is a like March book club pick.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have to
Yes.
read, I think it's The Wolf and the Woodsman and The Obelisk Gate. And
Yeah.
for one of them, I'm very excited. For the other, not so much.
I can guess.
Yes, I'm actually excited for both. I'm just trying to get in the mood.
excited for Obelisk Gate.
Is this
mean-
the book club with the Discord channel that I forgot to join until right now? The Wolf and
I
the
think-
Woodsman?
Yeah, that's it's
Mhm.
for the Enchanted Book Club.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have plans to join.
I might like I think I did this last reading sprint as well, where I was not sure what I wanted to start.
Yes,
think
I remember it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick to this now. I'm gonna start this and then see what I like for the first sprint, and then we'll see.
I really hope that you will enjoy it.
Me too.
Yeah, I really hope.
Considering you loved it, it will be 50-50 chance.
Yes, but like I feel that it was still a really good thriller that you might like. Like it was a lot of plot, but I feel like also the characters were really good and really surprising. So I really hope that you will love it. Like
Me
I
too,
think it
me
was a
too.
really good one. Yeah, I really hope for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Usually when I love a book, Jane doesn't, and vice versa. So it's just
Yeah.
it's always funny to see. I think we found one book that we agree on, which is I think
Yes,
the Scythe.
Scythe.
Yeah, like the Scythe
Yeah, the
trilogy.
trilogy.
Yeah.
We both loved the first one and were the most disappointment from the third one. So yeah.
All the other books, we all the complete
Yeah, the
180
opposite.
difference. So,
Yeah.
what are you reading, Jane?
So I started today 2 books. The first one I started as an audiobook, This Coven Won't Break, which is the second book of This Witch is Not Born, which is a duology, like a contemporary fantasy, witches, really, really fun. And I started to read, I read, I think, only the first chapter or 2, Dark House by
Ooh, that looks cool.
Yes, by Karina Hele. Now, this cover is purple, but there is another cover that it's blue. So I will count it as a blue. I will, wait, let me look. There is this cover. This is like a blue cover. And it's a first book in a romance horror series. Like it's supposed to be really steamy and really horror. which
Ooh.
sounds really intriguing to me. And it takes place in a lighthouse, like in the like near the ocean. It's like in an island near the ocean or something like this. So it's perfect also for blue cover and water setting.
Nice.
So yes,
Nice.
yeah.
You're doing
So
great with
hopefully-
water prompts.
Yes, actually, like was planning, most of my TBR were a lot with water prompts, and I didn't read a lot of them. Like I feel that I completed a lot of theme prompts, that most of them are blue cover. So like overall, I think that I read this month only one water setting, like the story, what Esme is reading right now. I read it in the beginning of the month, and it's on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. But like the rest of my reads, I don't think I had a lot of. Yes, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that I didn't had a lot of water-related books, although I wanted to. That's why I'm reading like Dark House, because just wanted to read something in water setting for the readathon. Mhm. Oh, I hope that you will enjoy it.
I really want to read that one too.
I'm waiting for my
DNF'd it.
copy of Our Violent Ends to get here. I think it gets here today.
Oh,
So you
yeah,
read
yeah.
the first one?
Yeah, 5 stars.
Oh wow. I'm the
I
opposite.
want to read it now.
For me, it was a DNF, unfortunately.
For me. It was like my
I mean, that
and
gives
James
me hope. That gives me hope.
Yeah.
we attempted doing
Yeah.
a buddy read for this one, me and
Yeah.
Jade. It didn't go well.
Yeah, I DNF'd it, and Charlotte, in the end, also, you didn't love it, right?
Yeah, I gave it like
Yeah.
2 stars.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
I was wondering on the Jane versus Esme taste which one I would fall on, and now I'm thinking it's Esme.
Probably, I also think so.
I mean, you're reading Kingdom of the Wicked, and if you're
I
liking
have
this,
it on
then
my
that
TBR.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
that's
I
already,
really
you're
want to
already
love
on my
Kingdom of-
train. This is my train. This is the hill I will die on.
I need
There
to
is
Now I
actually,
start.
like,
read it. Have you read the Stalking Jack the Ripper series as well?
No, I haven't. I was like, that sounds scary. I didn't know they
My
were the
heart.
same author until a couple days ago.
I love that series so much. Though I have to say the first 2 books are the best. Like it gets sort of a bit like I don't know. It really topped at Hunting Prince Dracula for me, and then it sort of
Well, if I like this one, I will give that one a try.
that one's better though. I like this one better.
Good to know.
I don't know. I just love Wrath so much. He's like the sassy asshole you don't want in real life but love in books, you know?
I actually
Yes.
just got that book too.
I know what is this type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's with a lot of like characters in books where you're like, I love you so much, but if I were to see you in real life, yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I have Kingdom on the Wicked on my TBR, and I really wish that this will be one of those books that also me and also Esme loves, because I love like books about witches, and
I mean,
I
it's-
heard amazing reviews.
It's very character driven, so I'm not
Yes, I'm aware
sure.
of it. I'm
Yeah.
aware of
I
it.
love character
Yeah.
driven though.
Same.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm curious, how are you all doing with the team like fulfillment prompt thing? Like, how far are you in?
So I
Like,
personally, I a little bit lost count, but I will tomorrow like make organize everything. The last time I checked, I had 6 team prompts done, and I think that I completed one more for blue cover. Like most of them were just romances with blue cover. I was in a romance mood, so I started with every romance that I have with blue cover on my TBR. Yes, and like I found a new fave, which was really good. It was really good, but that's why I'm reading Dark House now, because I'm trying to evolve to the last evolution. And I do have a graphic novel with all 3 prompts that I want to read maybe tomorrow. So if I want to complete all of them, I have like this graphic novel. So at least that.
Yeah, I think I've completed 3 main prompts and like 1 like 2 or 3 team prompts. I haven't been doing the best.
It's okay. At least you are reading.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very
Yeah.
happy I'm reading.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know that you had a break because of the move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now I'm back, so that feels good.
Woo!
Amazing.
I finished Rock and Ice Gym,
Mm.
and that did not fulfill any team prompts. It was a graphic novel for a book tour, and this one will fulfill Steel, and I'm gonna replace it so that it fulfills another one.
An
And then-
animal.
Good.
Yeah, Animal for the Snake. I don't think it fulfills any of my team prompts because it's not red and there's no fireworks, and I don't know. It's set in Italy, so that's not really. Yeah, and
It's not very warm.
yeah.
I mean, the second one could potentially.
I'm not gonna make it to that one.
No.
Well, I thought I would start The Boy with Fire soon so that I could get 2 of the team prompts, but I got accepted into a book tour that I did not think I was making it into.
Oh.
So now I have to start that, and I think this one's public, and it's called Sweet Bliss. So nothing fiery in it. The cover is, I think there's water in the cover, and I think it's set
Still
in like
okay, you are doing
suburbs of
great.
some nice community that's not hot. So I have failed.
That's fine.
Yeah, like the main prompts are the gym badges. Like all the team prompts are just to add more depth, and like if someone wants to read more and more challenges, but also like the requirement is only 1 gym badges. And I
Really?
also like, yes, from the Discord and everything, it seems like most of the people are trying to achieve mostly the gym badges. So like the team prompts, like it here.
Oh, what's that one's
Yeah.
name?
Her name is Kira.
Oh,
Yeah, she's really cute. And yes, she wants to be tall now and to join us for the live.
she says she's completed 4 prompts.
For the animal prompt.
You have
She
completed
joined
the
us.
animal prompt now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cute. How about you, Esme? How many team prompts? And everyone, please tell us also how many team prompts did you complete yet? Did you evolve your Pokemons?
I actually completed all of the gym prompts, though I have doubled up some points because I
It's
knew
still
that I was
amazing.
not going to be able to do everything separately, also because of DESERTATHON. As for I finished the animal prompt because I read Peter Pan, and it has, I mean, it has a crocodile, so
Yeah, true.
I think that would work. As for the team prompts, I think I have 5 that I finished. I have no idea how I am with evolution.
Yeah, you read Desert Vibe books. Like, I know
I've
that you read The Wolf and the Dawn.
I mean, I read The
Obviously.
Wrath and the Dawn and The Rose and the Dagger, so that's already 2 desert prompts filled. I read The Wrath and the Dawn has a red cover, and then I read Appointment with Death, which has a red cover and is set in Egypt, I think. So that's very much a desert for me. So that's 5 team prompts, I think.
That's amazing.
Like,
You already evolved.
I think I evolved once, probably. Like, how many do you have to fill
Yes,
for
once.
2?
It's like 5 for every evolution. So like 5 team prompts is for the first evolution. Yeah.
That means I should probably read a Desert Vibe book, shouldn't I?
Yes, if you want to.
All right. In that case, I'll probably do more research and see if I can read something else. Oh, I have issues. It's fine. But yeah, I'm doing quite well.
That's great. Like, you evolved the first evolution. That's amazing.
Yes.
Not everyone are able to do it. I think, like, again, every progress is amazing as long as you are having fun.
True. That's true. I did say when I joined that I would be lucky to read 1 book. So like
That's good.
Yeah. I'm reading Crowfall. I think don't know it. Crowfall. It counts as the animal prompt, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, The Wolf and the Woodsman. What did you think about it? I really hope that you enjoyed it.
I need to join that Discord.
We need to read. Yes. Yeah.
What I'm gonna do.
Yeah. We need to read it too. Hey, hello. Edge Dancer. I never heard about it, but the title sounds really good. Edge Dancer. Which genre it is?
Is that Brandon Sanderson?
Yeah,
It sounds like it.
sounds like Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah, it's the Stormlight Archive 2.5.
Cool. Okay.
At least that's what Goodreads is telling you.
Yeah.
trust
I'll
on
see
this
it now. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, I'm changing plans. Again.
Yes. Again.
I'm gonna
I'm
read
also
a.
undecisive. It's okay.
I'm gonna actually read a what is it? A short story called Fireheart Tiger, because fire.
Ooh.
The cover's actually like it's my e-reader, so the cover's of course black and white, but the cover's red, and it is set in the desert. So
And tiger.
and tiger.
Animal.
Yeah. Does that help with evolution? By the way,
No, the evolutions are only the team prompts, but
sad.
Yikes for me.
Yeah, I just really want to get to Infernape. Okay, I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's just weird because I know all of these names in Dutch, and then it just sounds different in English.
Yeah.
Which like Infernape. But I get like also I read not only in English, so I sometimes get the titles confused a lot of times actually.
Oh, I do that so often.
Yeah.
I'm not
Happens to
fluent
me a
in
lot.
anything other than English and sign language, which isn't vocal, obviously. But whenever, like, I've practiced and had classes in only Spanish and Italian, and so like I don't know a lot. But if I ever see a language that I can read, I automatically like pronounce it in my head like I would Spanish, even if that's so wrong. Especially if it's French, I cannot pronounce anything right.
Yes, I can get like once you know some language, a lot of times you like automatically just think about it and translate to it, and also like think about it in your head in this accent because this is the thing that you are used to. Yeah.
Okay, silly question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to join the Enchanted Book Club Discord, but the invite link is invalid.
Oh,
really? Oh,
let me see if I can actually pull up a link, and I'll send it to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for
it's
interrupting.
not a go.
Oh, that's the wrong server. So many servers.
Yes, I have so many.
No expiration. Generate a new link. Copy.
What about this one? The one that, oh no, I can't put a link here because.
Why can't I comment? That's weird.
Yes, I wrote it in our private chat because I can't comment for everyone, so I'm sorry. But if you want, I can add, like I can add the link in our Discord if someone wants to join our book club.
Oh, I got two. Thanks, guys.
Yes, I see. Welcome. Amazing. So, what are we saying about our first prints?
Yes.
How much time do we want to do? 20 minutes, 40 minutes?
We can go for a long sprint. That's fine with me.
So let's do.
I think I put a link in the comments, by the way. I'm not sure if it'll show up at some point, but.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I tried to send and I can't because it's a link.
Right, of course.
Let me. Can't you see my screen?
Yes.
So 40 minutes is okay?
Yeah, totally
fine with me. Yep.
Okay, amazing. So let's start and happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
Bye.
How are you? How did you do?
I think I got around 18 to 19 pages.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm not sure how many pages I read because I'm reading it in ebook and like the number is different. Yeah,
Yeah.
I read almost 2 chapters and like the chapters are really long. Like the whole book is only 17 chapters. So like a lot of pages, I guess.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. We can't hear you, Esme, if you're talking. Maybe your mic isn't connected
Yeah,
right.
she's not showing as muted.
Yeah,
What about
still
now?
can't hear you.
Oh, wait.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I
Yeah.
good?
Yes,
Oh, right,
yes,
right.
now yes.
I am actually on page 15 out of 57, but I know that this book is about 150 pages, so
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh,
About 100 pages, actually. So I'm guessing I read about 30?
Awesome.
Maybe a
that's
bit over
amazing.
30?
Good.
That's really good.
So far, really enjoying it, actually. It is, I didn't know
Yeah.
that, but it's a female love female. Like, it's a
Oh.
romance, so
Cool.
I'm very, very happy about that. I always like seeing that in books, so very curious.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Also, the main character is struggling to put a stopper sort of on her fire. Like, she has fire magic, I think, and she just set a
Mm.
teacup on fire. So that's really cool.
That's funny.
Yeah.
18 pages is amazing. Good job.
Nice.
How'd you do,
What
Charlotte?
about you, Charlotte?
I think I got about a bit over 40 pages actually.
That's
Even though it's so
good.
like flowery and descriptive, I feel like it's reading quite quickly. But perhaps because I'm skipping some of the descriptions because I'm not interested in them, might be it.
I know the feeling, yeah. Yeah, that you
Like I
just
don't need
skip.
them. It's yeah. I get the story.
Mhm.
I don't need paragraph after paragraph of like long winded and yeah descriptions. I
Mhm.
just want to
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
the actual action and like story and plot. That's not happening.
Yes, that's why usually it's really hard for me, like with slow-paced books, because like in the beginning I'm okay with all the descriptions and everything. I'm really like excited from the story, so it's okay if the beginning is a bit slow to get to know everything. But
Yeah.
when the whole book is slow, it already gets really hard, like personally for me to keep reading. So
Mm,
usually, like I prefer fast-paced books. Yeah.
yeah. No, I agree.
Me too. Though some of them are really rewarding, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
of
a
course. Some
problem
are definitely.
where I assume that like there's foreshadowing and everything. So I'm scared to skip anything because I'm like, oh, what if I would have known something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, a lot of times there is like a lot of meanings around like a lot of things. Like usually you don't need to skip pages. Like the author didn't intend you to skip pages, but I get the feeling like I myself sometimes skip. I don't skip pages, but like I just glance over some
Yeah,
words
no,
and like
exactly. Like
read more quickly.
I'm not skipping, but it's like if it's I guess like a paragraph that's this long that is like
Yeah.
either a description or someone's thinking something, like
Mm-hmm.
I just quickly scan it and
Mm-hmm.
I don't really read every single word in that because okay, I
Yeah.
get the start and I get the end of it and I can continue. It
Mm-hmm.
sounds really bad. I don't
Yeah.
skip when I read. That's not what I do, but just like I'm not
No, you're
that
good.
engaged in the story,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't just like I don't pay attention to all the details basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Like like if it's boring for you, like if you don't enjoy, I really get it. I also do it
Yeah.
sometimes.
I think
Yeah.
it's gonna pick up in speed a bit now. I hope at least.
That's
Because
good.
I'm more than 50% through it now and nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I hope that you will at least enjoy the end. I had a lot of books that I read that I didn't love the beginning at all, but at least the end was a lot more
Yeah,
enjoyable.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That does happen.
hmm Yeah. Yes, I'm not sure what
Honestly,
to
I
think
only
about my
remember
current read. What?
Oh, are you at least enjoying it somewhat?
Yes, I'm actually really intrigued to keep reading. I just feel like potentially it can be or a very good book that I would really love, or a book that I would really don't love. Like I'm not sure where it will go.
Mm,
There is potential to
Mm.
like really love it, and so far I love the chemistry between like the main character and the guy.
Oh.
So it has potential, and
Mm.
it's very intriguing, and it's like a romance but a horror, which I never
Yeah.
read something like this. So yes, I'm hoping that it will continue being good. I'm just trying not to go with it with high expectations. Like usually I read books and in the start I really enjoy them, and then around the like the half of the book I don't enjoy them anymore. So hopefully it won't change. So we will see. But in the setting so far, like the lighthouse and the all water and I love the gloomy setting.
Oh.
hmm
I'm keep being
Yeah.
distracted by your dog, Ashley. So cute.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
cute. Look at that precious angel.
She's so adorable.
She is.
hmm
She's like my child.
Yes,
Of course.
she's really
Pets are just
cute.
the best. They really are.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Mhm.
I just can't leave her alone now. Like I know that she's fine now, but like my brain is like I can't not be next to
Yeah.
her.
Yes, yes, it's really hard. I get this feeling. Yeah. Yes, I also have like two cats, and when one of them is sick, it's like you can't think on anything else.
Yeah.
hmm
There's always this constant fear that something will happen, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, coming from someone who just lost their pet, I know 100% how you're feeling. Like going in and out of the vet office, and every single time you go in, just having that feeling of like, is this it? You know, just
Yeah.
horrible, absolutely horrible. So I totally get what you know.
I
Get the
know.
feeling.
I thought of you like every time I went into the vet, like,
Oh,
oh God, like what a season for fire teeth.
we are connected. Thank you so much, though. Like, I mean, that's the only thing that's sort of a relief. Like that fear of every single time going into the vet, like, oh, is this it? Is over because I know that. I mean, it is. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing. Like, there's no more constant fear of like, what if something happens
Yeah.
in the middle of the night? You know. But
Exactly.
yeah, it is such an emptiness. So I can definitely like I get you so much. Like being here in this house without her is so weird.
Yeah, I bet.
Mhm.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
Hard.
like
Go ahead,
one of
sorry.
many reasons why I haven't really been interested in having a pet. There's other reasons like logistic reasons as well, but also
Mhm.
like to get that attached to something that could just like quickly disappear depending on the circumstances.
Yeah.
Like no,
Mhm.
I'm not up for that either. But like, it's
Yeah.
better to just like be alone.
And
I
I
get
don't
that.
know if it's because she's my first pet. Like, I don't know if Jack is sick right now, and I just don't feel as concerned. And I feel like a horrible person. I'm just so tired from being concerned about Caroline. Like, mentally, I'm just checked out.
I get that so much.
Yeah.
Like every single thing that happens, your brain just goes, but what if this and what if that?
Yeah.
I mean, it does teach
Definitely.
you a lot about pets. Like I can tell you everything about diabetes in animals, and I can tell you everything about like arthritis and bronchitis and everything far and in between, which I mean it's very educational, that's for sure.
I can name so many medications.
Yeah, like there were so many medications, and I actually the night before I actually decided with the vet that enough was enough, and I had to let Nina go for her own welfare. I actually called the vet and I was like, well, she has trouble breathing, but I have this medicine at home, and I have this medicine at home, and this medicine at home. And the vet literally said, well, that would be everything we would give her. So I think it's safer for her to just less stressful to just just stay with her and just monitor her, because everything you can do right now is in your house. So which is I mean, I know I did everything I could, and I did, like, the only option that was left for her was to let her go, which was the only fair thing to do. But man, I miss
That's a
her so.
difficult decision to make, but you're making it for the good of your animal. Like,
I mean, I mean, the moment the vet actually said that her breathing, or like the oxygen, wasn't actually reaching every part of her lungs, meaning that she would have trouble breathing up until the fact that she would either have a heart attack from all of the, her heart had to work so hard to get everything pumping, or she would suffocate. I was like, yeah, she did not deserve that. So the only fair thing to do, but it sucks so bad.
It's so hard. It's like the hardest things that I could imagine. Yes, but it's like this situation that you just choose what is right for the animal. It's just, it's heartbreaking.
So much.
It's really heartbreaking.
She actually had her own carrier. She could sit in a car with a harness on, just looking around her, going, "Oh, the world is so beautiful." She was spoiled. And like, to get to your point, Charlotte, as well, like, I get that feeling of not wanting to get attached because of how quickly something can pass. But in hindsight, like, the grief and like the pain I have right now does not outweigh all of the funny memories. And like, Nina was the absolute easiest cat you could have. She would she didn't care about needles. I mean, I had to actually give her insulin twice a day. Needles, fine. Have to shave a bit of the belly of the paws, fine. Stick a needle in my ear to check my glucose levels, fine. I don't care. She was so easy. And looking back on every memory, because I've also filmed a lot of our 4.5 years together. Like, I've been vlogging for like 3 years or something, and going back to those first couple of clips is just hilarious, because Femke and I used to film together, and we would have stacks and stacks of books on this bed that I'm actually looking at right now, and Nina would just be like, "You know what? Screw all of this. I am sleeping on top of your books." And all of those memories, and there's so many clips of her either eating my Christmas tree or she was awesome. Really, she was awesome. So I totally, like, I get your worry, but she'll be totally fine, and you're spoiling her all the right ways. I mean, just look at her. She looks so happy right now.
She looks so relaxed and happy. It's amazing that you got to film so much, Esme, that you have so many memories, because like, there is the memories in your head, but always the photos and videos is just something else. So that's really amazing that at least you have all those memories that you can look back at.
It was also thank you. It was also very therapeutic, because when she passed away, I was like, you know what? I'll just throw myself off the deep end and go into the depths of my vlogging career, and going through all of those footage, like all the material I had, and then putting together this video where, like, I had a million clips where I was like, "Good morning," and I was like talking to her, and there's so much. I mean, I have footage of her in the snow and during the sun, and like, she was spoiled even by my mom, because if I were gone and my mom would be like, "Yeah, it's too hot," she would actually get her own personal fan.
Wow.
Like, my mom would always just, she was on, like, we were on the same length, and it's just great to have those memories. And I think the weirdest thing for me in general is that I know I will never see her again, which is really, really strange. Like, that feeling of, like, someone who's been there every single day. Like, with certain humans, you can have such a huge grief, and it can be so painful. But with pets, like, usually when it's our own pets, we see them every single day. Like, and that's it becomes part of you some way. So it's really, really strange. But I mean, I know I did what was best for her, and I mean, I'm pretty sure that if it wouldn't have been me, and it would have been someone who wouldn't have been able to either give her insulin or give her puffs and stuff, then she would have already been long dead, if that makes sense. But I mean, I did everything, and I think
Yes,
I'm
you took
rising
care
the
of
end.
her, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
You
can
really took
definitely
care of her.
recommend pets, though, guys. Do get a pet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
Renee.
as I said, like it's multiple reasons why I don't have a pet. Like mainly the logistics and like my
Yeah.
parents didn't want any.
It's
So
it's
I
a
had,
lot of
I had fishes. I had a
responsibility.
fish tank.
Oh,
And like a
fish
very
are
attached
cool,
pen and
though.
like pen. So that was really
Oh.
nice when I had that.
Hmm.
But that was like the closest I got to a pet. But whenever I need a pet fix now, I just go to to my friends that have dogs, and you spend some
Mhm.
with them. And
Oh, that's
then I
great
get my
too.
fix without like all the
Yep.
other, because there's just like a lot of like commitment, and you need to plan
Yep.
your day, and you need to be able
For
to walk
sure.
them if you have a dog, and like
Mhm.
Yep.
things like that
Yeah.
I just don't really do in my everyday, and don't really am able to
Mhm.
like adjust, or at the moment want to adjust
Yes,
either.
like also
That's maybe
for me, yes, having a dog is harder because you need more time to walk them out and everything. Also for me, like getting a dog is not an option that I could even think of, like for the near future. I have cats, like it's less time consuming. Like if you are talking about walks and everything, but it's still a
yeah,
very big responsibility. Like every pet is a very big responsibility,
of
and
course.
you need you need to have time for it, and also
Yeah,
the money. Like a lot of times you need money to take care of them. Yeah,
same with the fishes.
yeah,
Had to clean the tank every week, and had to like
Yeah.
yeah,
plan with
yeah.
the food in case we were going away, and like
Yeah.
smaller
Mhm.
things obviously, but
Yeah, yeah,
being a
yeah.
pet
It's a
was
lot of things.
harder.
commitment that people need to understand as well.
It was
Yeah.
harder for me to raise a fish than a dog because like you have to remember to feed them and remember to clean the
Yep.
tank.
Mhm.
Yep, same. I mean, I've had cats all my life. As in my parents, we always had cats at home. But Nina was
Mhm.
my actually first pet, and she actually helped me through so many sort of depressed episodes because every single morning I'd be like, I don't want to get out of bed, and she was like, oh hell you do, because I am hungry.
That's
Cats are
good.
just very
That's
amazing.
good actually.
Yeah,
My
it was actually really good. And it was also like I've never moved. Like the place that my parents live at right now is the place that I wasn't born there, but I was living there from the moment I was born. Like I was born in the hospital and then I went home, if that makes sense. So my
It's
first
like
other home, sort of my first move, is the one I'm in right now. Like I've only had 2 homes in my life.
mhm.
And which is like I am a very homey person and I don't like moving.
Same.
But
So that's good.
it was very strange getting out of my parents' house because I had to because of college. And it was
Mhm.
so lonely. Like it was so quiet because I was at that point when I went here in 2015, I was used to my parents and 3 cats. And I came here and was like, "Oh, that's quiet. It's so quiet here."
Mhm. Yes, when
And
you are used to having a lot of people and animals, and like especially you were raised in the same house and you didn't move almost at all, so it's hard
yeah.
to get used to a new place, especially because you didn't move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
and
so strange.
animals are the best. Yeah,
I agree with
definitely.
this 100%. But
I
Yeah.
think
the funny
go ahead.
sorry. I wanted to say the funny thing was I actually you know that with pets they sort of choose owners instead of the other way around. I just feel like that's true sometimes.
Yeah.
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 We were supposed to get Caroline's cousin and she like stepped over him and winked at me. And so
It is
Wow.
me you want. Take me home.
Ah, that's so cute.
How old are
That's
your
really
cats,
cute.
Jane?
So both of them are 3, 4 years old.
Have you had them since
I
they were kittens?
No, so they actually the cats of my boyfriend.
Oh.
They are 4 years old, and I met him when they were 1 year old, something like this.
Oh,
So we are like almost 3 years together. So since we met and we started to date, so they are our pets now. But I wasn't with them for the first year. So like when they were really small, I didn't see them, only photos. So that's yes, like I didn't had this time with them, but like I was with them most of their lives, 3 years. So that's still a lot. Like I still raise
yes.
them. from 1 year old. So yes, like I didn't saw them as babies, but they were still really small when I met them. And yes, like they're just so cute, and I love them so
They are.
much. Yeah.
I think they're British short hairs, right? I think.
Yes, so like the girl, the white one, the one that always join us for the lives, she's British Shorthair, and then the other one, the boy, is Scottish Fold. He has like fold ears,
Oh, that is so
like a dog.
cute.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, it's so adorable. They have like this puppy face. The cat, the boy, sometimes acts like a dog, which is really really
Cats are
funny.
hilarious.
Yes, both of them are just so cute and so hilarious, and they are also really easy to take care. Like they really listen to us and everything. We also really spoil them. They are really spoiled cats. Yes, all of our friends always laugh at us that we are giving them so much attention, but they are amazing, and yes, I love them so much.
Nice.
I always.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think that we think a lot about like the present benefits of vlogging. Like it helps me find more books or like meet new friends or find readathons. But it's also kind of like a blessing, I guess, in disguise, or like a hidden benefit that like because we take all of this time to record so much of our lives, that like whether it's pets or like family members, like we have so many more memories than like other people do now, to be able to like look back and not lose them. Like I have footage of her reacting to Michael coming home from his deployment last year, or like all sorts of things like that. And it's, I don't know, I never thought about it until Esme mentioned that like we have so many things. Like we can look back on like us having a girls' night, you know, and like just be like, oh, remember the time, like vaguely.
Yes, that's right. That's really cool. I definitely agree with it. Yeah,
that's why I love
like a lot of
with my family as well. Like I vlog or sort of days away, and I mean, my parents were the first who were always like, "Have you finished editing it? Because we want to see it." But like I don't know, in like 40 years when I am old and gray, and they'll be long gone, maybe. Who knows? It is just nice to have all of those memories as well. Yeah.
That's definitely amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I'm very melancholic. I always think of things like this.
Yes, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yes, pets are definitely help. I feel like the biggest thing is that the house feels like a home with pets. Like it feels more complete. Yes,
it
like
does.
you have, you really feel it always.
Yeah.
Our cat picked us. Oh, that's so cute. That's really, really cute.
So
That's
cute.
really cute. Yes, animals are just the best thing. I love animals so much. And Pokemons are like animals.
You're close.
In the Pokemon world, the Pokemons are like animals. So it's in the PokemonAthon theme, which
I don't
is
have
amazing.
any Pokestops near my house, but when we did at our old house last year, Caroline and I would like go walking to the gym. So I have a bunch of pictures with like the, what was it, like the augmented reality? So it's like Caroline and a Ninetales.
Oh,
So
yes,
cute.
I remember like in Pokemon Go, all the animations when you were looking at your phone and just seeing
There's
Pokemon
actually
through the
right
phone.
outside my house.
I love that. I'll see it back next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
I
really
remember
love
when it
Go.
first came out and we all went out, and I actually, where my parents live is very sort of away in the countryside, and so the only things I could find were like Rattata and like Pidgey and stuff.
Really?
And I was like, and everyone else out there was like catching Charizard and all these kinds of cool Pokemon. I was like, is a Pikachu too much to ask people? Come on. And I would
I'm
literally bike around. Oh,
I met a bunch of neighbors I never met before though.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I remember that I was playing while I was on the bus. So it was like I was catching so many. Yeah, I was like on the bus, so it was really fun. Yes, it
That's
was
so
a
I
good
remember,
fun. I
time.
never got to do that.
I remember
Watch
going on
out.
like the subway and stuff, and literally everyone was playing that. I even saw like adults, like grown-ups, and I was like, this,
Yeah.
like I was a child. I felt like, but
Are
grown-ups
we
were
still children
talking
though?
No, I wasn't a child back then either, but it felt like it.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Grown
my
people
dad.
walking around with Pokemon Go on their phone on like the subway and stuff. Like it's so
They
insane how.
still do it.
Yeah.
My dad is
Mhm.
like 55, and they have like a whole like subdivision / city Facebook group, and they all like meet up and go to different like
Oh.
tours around town
Oh.
and catch Pokemon together and battle.
That's cool. That's really
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Does anyone
Yeah,
still
that's
play
really,
it
really cool.
out of you three?
I know
Yeah, my
Fem
parents do
does
every day.
actually. Fun fact.
Yes, I don't, but I feel like it's because it's like more of a community game. I feel like I was playing it when it was released. I was in high school, I think, so I was playing it like with friends from school. But now I feel like I don't really have a lot of friends that will play with me. We don't have time for it. So yes, I feel like it's just a priority now
Yeah.
that I'm adult and I'm working and I don't have time for anything. So
Yeah.
I just feel like yes, like when I had time in high school, it was fun to play it, but now
Yeah,
I prefer
makes
to read a
sense.
book.
I went back to
I replaced it with Animal Crossing, honestly.
Animal Crossing is like
Also
a great
animals.
game. I
It's so cozy.
yeah,
I play it too often, but that's okay.
you are enjoying it. It's the most important. If
That's
you are
true.
enjoying, play it as long as you want and how much you want.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. It's also
Yeah.
perfect to combine with while reading to audio, like listening to audiobooks as well.
Yeah, it sounds perfect. Yes, I'm planning trying to play the Pokemon game also with audiobooks. Like I didn't try to play any game with audiobooks because I just got into audiobooks this year. So we will see once the game will be released.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ashley stood up and she's like, "Where the heck are you going, human?"
Yes. Oh, she's so cute. Yes, pets are just so like reliable. They are always, how do I say this word? They are like really, I'm trying to remember this word and I can't.
Explain it.
They always will be with you. They're like if
They're like
they
a
love a
companion.
person, yes, if a pet love a person, so it will be with this person always because they
Yeah.
just love them.
True.
That makes me think of loyal.
Yes,
Yeah.
loyal. This word, I just forgot it. Yeah, so like pets are just so loyal. It's amazing.
Was she looking at me when I left?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like, "Where the heck are you going, human?"
Yes.
Honestly, she was probably mad I went in the pantry, so she probably thought I was getting her ear cleaner.
Oh, cute. She's so
Thank the
cute.
heck.
She looks so
Like when I
cozy.
see it, when I see her like this, it reminds me of that TikTok sound that basically goes, "Someone has the dupsity to say that the world doesn't revolve around me." I'm kind of tired, kind of sick of it. So cute. Also, I love these TikToks where it goes. This would have been Nina because she slept on my bed. All cats, honestly. Luna does this as well now. When I close the door at night, like Koda's not allowed in my room because he chews on everything. That includes plants, books, wires, cabinets. But okay, he chews on everything. So he's not allowed in my room. And Luna is, because Luna is terrorized by Coda at night, and she's like, "I just want to sleep, so I'll sleep where you are." Fine, okay. And then at some point, she will go out of my room because she wants to go out of my room. Well, fine. And then she'll be outside of the room, and it gets to that sort of Dr. Phil quote where it's like, "Open the door, or I'm gonna throw rocks through your window, you dumb whore."
Wow.
It's so funny. Like there's so many videos of this of both dogs and cats, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah. Sometimes they want to get in and they will scream until you will get them in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that your new couch, by the way, Charlotte?
Yeah, I'm hanging out
How's
in
it
it.
treating you?
Oh,
It's
You
good.
look
I
so
found
cozy.
reading. It's
Aw.
here in the corner of the couch, so I have like a lamp here and just like always ready with blankets and
Perfect.
stuff.
I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
You look so cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I
Yes.
feel cozy.
Looks really fun. Yeah, so what are we saying about another 40-minute sprints?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm with
sounds good.
Let's hope I
Okay.
don't get kicked out this time.
Yes,
Is that what happened? I
you
just see
can.
a thank you in the message.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I was out and it kept saying
Yeah,
error. And
maybe because you tried to share a link and maybe it blocked you or something.
yeah, maybe.
You didn't
I don't
break
know.
fast enough, so Jane
Yeah.
kicked you.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm
No,
back
no.
now.
I wouldn't.
Jane was like, "No more Esme today."
You
Yeah,
have
no,
that.
it's made
Understandable.
today.
Understandable.
No. Okay, so let's start the sprint and happy reading, everyone.
Happy
Reading.
reading.
Well done.
Robot Jane is back.
What about
No.
really?
No, it's Robot Jane.
And now
Oh god.
No. We'll see. Cutie.
How did your reading go?
oh,
Nope.
Nope.
Sorry,
wow.
Sorry, Jane.
Where does
I
this
can't
happen?
read.
Still dead?
No.
Oh, that's better.
Wow.
Phew.
You're back.
Yes, now it's better.
Oh, you
Yeah,
sound
better.
good.
Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah.
Finally, yes. Hello, I'm not a robot anymore.
Woo.
Yeah.
So how many pages did everyone read? 21 pages is really good. It's a
Awesome.
great job. I hope that you are enjoying the book. What do you think about it so far? Please tell us.
Yeah, it did quite all right. I think I read over 40 pages, and I also got a phone call in the middle of the sprint.
Oh,
Wow.
But yeah, so I feel like I'm doing well.
and what do you think about what you read? Like you say that you think it's going to speed up.
Yeah, it's definitely speeding up now, and I think that second new perspective just entered, or it entered around the 300-page mark, which is a bit weird, but yeah. So I get what you mean now. So I'm keeping an open mind.
That's good.
We'll see.
At least you got to the more interesting part.
Yeah, definitely. Like things are actually happening now, so that's good. At least.
That's nice.
Yeah. But you all?
I thought I had this much left. Hold on, let me. Wait, I'm not managing this.
Wow.
Okay, I thought I had this much left, but I realized that
Wow.
there's actually like 25 pages of book 2. So I actually have 18 pages.
Ah,
And I
wow.
threw in a plot twist. And I also had a phone call. So like at some point after the phone call where you can see me like planning dinner, then there's also a point where I was like, because I'm so mad.
Yeah, I get what
And I
you're
don't know how they're
saying.
going to end it in 18 pages. I don't think it can end well. So
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, so you're going to finish it probably in the next sprint. So I
I'm
hope
going
it
to have
will
to.
be like,
And I need to start on dinner like ASAP because it's a slow cooker recipe. So I don't know how I'm going to manage this.
wow.
You got this. You got this.
Yeah. I
How about
read
you,
17 pages. Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Really enjoying it and made the cappuccino. Amazing. It's amazing.
I'm gonna
that
make
you are
myself a hot
enjoying
cocoa in a bit, I think.
Yeah, I might make some tea.
a great plan.
Yeah.
How about you, Esme? What did you read?
I think I read about 40 pages. I think I have about 20 left, so I think I'll be able to finish it in the next sprint.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
it's very, very action packed. Like it's about 100 pages, so it's not that big. But I mean, that is 3 prompts down, like 3 team prompts down.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this final evolution, guys. I'm rushing through it. But it's actually really interesting because I feel like with this one, you don't know who to trust. So, or it's just me having trust issues. Who knows?
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Last time.
Does
Sorry, what?
blazing count as a fire word?
I would say
Which
so.
word?
Blazing. I mean, you usually
Blazing.
say it's blazing hot, right?
Like
It's
a
a
fire
blaze.
is blazing.
Yeah.
Yes, like maybe yes, I think that you can count it because it's like, yeah, I think you can count it. It's similar enough.
Considering you need it, I would say you can count it.
I may start a like 60-page ebook novella before I start my book tour book, and just like if my book tour book is late, it's this readathon's fault.
Just blame Jane.
Well, if you enjoyed the short novella, that's already good.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any idea of how many pages I read. Almost 2 chapters. Again, the chapters are really long, like are really, really long. But I read the book and then I looked at the timer and I realized that there is only 4 minutes left. And like it felt to me like 5 minutes. It means that I'm really like I enjoyed it and
enjoying
I
it.
didn't even
Nice.
So I'm very intrigued. Like I'm still scared that something will put me off and like something will. I'm just not sure because usually I really enjoy the start and then I get really disappointment. So I'm trying not to have high hopes, but
Yeah.
so far it's good. Like it has a lot of potential to be really fun, and I think that the whole series is like standalones, so I'm not sure. Like
Oh,
I
wow.
think it's supposed to act as a standalone, and like every book is a different couple or something like this, I think.
Oh, like it's
Yeah.
just set in the same universe.
Yes, like it's a
Okay.
horror romance, so I guess that the horror element will be the same.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, I just heard really good reviews about it, and it's supposed to be steamy, and like I'm really in a romance mood this month, but I'm also really in a horror mood, so like it feels perfect.
It's good.
Yeah, and it's in a lighthouse near the sea and a lot of
Perfect.
water. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's nice.
hmm
Do you have any plans for what you will read once the readathon is finished? Like, do you know if you have anything else on your TBR or something?
The Wolf and the Woodsman and the Obelisk Gate.
Oh yeah, true.
Those
The
two.
two classics.
Same.
Yes. Yes, like the Wolf and the Woodsman, we have a live show like in Sunday, not next week, the week after. So like
Yeah.
We
it's
do?
a little
That
bit,
close?
yes, it's like a little bit less than 2 weeks. So I will probably try to get to it as quick as possible. And like
Yeah.
the Obelisk Gate live show is going to be just on December. So yes, I'm not as like I'm not trying to hurry with this because I don't want to remember most of it by the live show.
Mhm.
So I'm not really worried, but
Mm.
I still like keep it in mind because I need to read it.
Yeah.
hmm
Makes
Yes.
sense.
What about you? What are your reading plans after the readathon?
I feel like I started so many books during this readathon, so I'll try and just like focus on finishing them, so
hmm
I don't have them like in my currently reading.
Yes.
But then like on the 19th, the Squash That series start, which is like a
Yay!
tiny little readathon happening, and
Which
I
readathon?
it's
Squash
called
that
like
series.
yeah, exactly.
So that's being run by Bailey and Kayla, and it's Bailey's book club that I'm reading this for. The
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's like meant for reading sequels and stuff, like or parts of
Oh,
series. So I plan
really
on
good
picking
for
up.
the end of the year.
Yeah, so I plan on picking
Mhm.
up Court of Mist and Fury.
I
Oh.
really, yes, I was debating if to read it like in the past week. I was, because I'm a mood reader, I don't know what I'm going to read until I actually start to read and choose it. But it was
Yeah.
on my options because it has blue cover and it's a romance and I'm in a
I
romance
see.
mood. Yeah, so maybe I will get to it soon because
Is
Yeah.
that
I'm in a
this
steamy
weekend?
mood and just, yeah.
Squash that
Cool.
series. Is that like this weekend?
Yeah, Friday.
Ooh, okay.
Friday
So
till
I'm
Sunday.
gonna start the book tour book and the 60-page ebook, and then nothing else until then.
Mhm.
Can you
Good
explain this
luck.
concept with like book tour book or something? I don't quite understand, I think.
Okay, so basically I follow like 3 of them. I'm sure there's way more, but those are like the ones I work with. And they send me books in exchange for me reading them by a specific deadline. And then there's a week where we all have like a specific tour date. So for this one coming up, I think it's for TikTok. So I'm assigned something. I think I'm doing like just a review for this one or like favorite quotes. The last one I did like a miniature playlist of songs that I would listen to while reading the book. So like
Oh.
in exchange for getting the ARC or the published book, if the author or publisher picked it like after the publishing date, then you get that, and then you just post on your deadline date.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
It's pretty fun, and I usually get physical books, so that's been
Oh.
really fun. I think this one was an ebook. The author like sent it to me from Amazon, and I was like, oh. But I'm excited, and it's only like 250 pages. It's like a contemporary romance or something like that.
Yeah.
Which book it is?
Okay, I'm gonna mess up her name, but it is Sweet Bliss. And hold on, I have like Sweet Bliss by Jennifer Bardsley.
Interesting. Don't think I've heard
Yes,
about
I'm
it.
interested.
I have
Well, it's
absolutely no idea what it's about, except I think there's like a bakery or something, and that's why.
oh,
So
that
we'll
sounds fun.
yeah.
I hope that you will enjoy it.
Thank
It sounds
you.
like a really fun thing to do.
It looks so cute.
It's on my date is November 30th, so I have exactly 2 weeks, and I like scheduled to start it today. So this worked out really well. That the
Nice.
sprint well.
That's good.
That's good.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like also 2 weeks is like enough time for you to read it and also not feel pressured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think because I read 5 books at once, it takes me about 14 days to finish one.
Interesting that this is like your number that you know it. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and that can change if I like prioritize a book or like if it's like A Court of Silver Flames, that took me a hot minute. But normally
Yes,
on
it seems
average,
like you and Esme have a similar reading taste.
I think we do.
Yeah.
The only thing though, Sarah J. Maas, not my thing anymore. Like
Yes,
I read
can get
like
it.
Court of Mist and Fury was my all-time favorite book for a very long time.
Agreed.
And then Aqua War came, and I am so disappointed in Aqua War.
That one
Like,
died for me.
Oh, it was so
Yes,
bad.
actually, like as someone who read only the first book, I feel like only the Aqua War, the last book, will be interesting to me because I really love this character, like the sister of the main character. She was the only character that
Nessa
I
or
cared
Elaine?
about. Nessa.
Oh, so Silver Flame.
Oh,
She's
I
like the
I
only
really,
character
really
that when
don't
I
like Nesta, so
Yeah.
that's why I didn't
I-
pick up the newest book because
I
I
get
cannot
it.
get myself, even though it is spicy and I like
Yeah.
spicy books. I
There's
just
a lot of spice.
so much
Yeah.
spice, but and I love
Yes, actually, like,
Cassian, but I
interested
just
to
don't
pick
like
that
Nesta.
one.
So I'm not
Yes,
telling
I'm
you
gonna-
to read it. Like, obviously, do whatever. But I told my best friend I was gonna hate the book, and she was like, "You're gonna love it." Like, I don't hate Nesta, but I was like, I do hate Nesta, and
Yeah,
I was
same.
literally sobbing by the end of the book. I know. I don't really cry at books either, so I don't know. Like, maybe it just hit like the right time.
Fair.
But I will say I'm working on House of Earth and
Oh.
Blood
Nice.
right now.
Oh.
It's urban fantasy, and that's not my thing. So
No, I feel like we have the exact
Yeah,
same
reading
reading
taste.
taste.
Yes.
Like,
perfect.
I'm
I
still
don't
really
like urban
excited.
fantasy at all.
Same. I didn't realize it until I've been like really hating on some fantasies I've been reading, and I was like, do I not like fantasy? Like, I want royals. I want like bodyguards. I want like
Definitely, I get it.
clandestine
Yeah.
meetings in the dark. I don't want security cameras. I don't want cell phone text messages. Like, where you at?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. I still remember when we met, when we were doing Desert-a-thon last year, and I said my Eevee looked like your icon.
I love that so much, though. It's amazing.
I like that we all have different tastes, though. Like watching Charlotte and Jane's videos, I find books I've never even heard of. And I'm like, oh, okay, I would read that.
Yes,
I
that's
mean,
cool. It's also
Jane is
really fun.
pushing
to-
me into horror, so I will read horror. I promise. I will read
Yeah.
it at some point. I will.
Yes.
But it's
Yes, I have a
with
feeling
us
that
so
you
often.
might like it. At least that's what I hope.
Let's our aim should be for 2022 to find a book that we both love. I think that's a good
we can make a video around it.
I would love
Yes!
to see that.
Trying like to read a few books, like to body read something, and then hopefully, yes.
I mean, how well that buddy read went for the Star Touch daughter.
Yes, we are trying to body read it for a year now.
Yeah.
And we still didn't get to it.
I think we were supposed to read it in January,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
or February, March, like something in the
along those
beginning.
lines.
Yeah, in the beginning of 2021.
Because I think it was like I was in a reading slump, and then you were in a reading slump, and then we were both in the reading slump, and then well,
yes, we were like not synced with a reading slump.
we were
Maybe
so
we
well
can
in
read
sync.
it someday for the Enchanted Book Club if we have a theme that will be fitting.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. Yes, I read only the first ACOTAR book, and to continue.
Yeah.
I've also read the first one. I have never read them before, but it's just like I wasn't that big of a fan of the first one, and I feel like I don't know, I might have outgrown them. But I just picked it up from the library, and like, well, everyone seems to love the second one, and
yes, I'm really.
But I don't understand, because what I'm curious about is in the first book, it's all about Feyre and Tamlin. Like Tamlin is the guy, and then suddenly after the second book, everyone is like Rhysand. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yes, I'm especially really intrigued to see why all the hype and why people are getting so excited over it. So that's why I really want to read it. But I want
the deal.
Yeah.
I will never push people to start the series, and I will never push people to finish the series. But whenever someone has read book 1, I will always push them to read book 2.
This is what I'm talking about.
That's a thing. Like, I actually read Akamath in a night because I remember starting the first book and I was like, well, this is interesting. And then I started the second book and I was like, I know nothing anymore. And I think I finished it around like 4 a.m. sobbing my eyes out. And like the most excitement I've ever had for a release was AquaWar, because I had to wait for over a year for it.
Yeah, that's why you were.
The second book, but now looking back on it, because I reread it before the third book came out, the spice in this book is so weird, though. Like, if I can give like a little, no, literally, I will give you a little, like, it's a little tiny bit of a spoiler. Okay. Mm-hmm. Little tiny bit, but it's not a plot spoiler. But basically, there's this spicy scene, and at one point, one of the scenes is literally like, as he came to his climax, the mountains trembled, and they literally trembled, and I was like, what?
Oh, I heard this one. I've heard this.
I do remember that.
I actually looked back to spicy scenes, and I was like, this is not how sex works. What the fuck?
I love that authors, like fantasy authors, go like, when it's steamy, it's so like, intense. Okay, let's use the powers of the characters and just go all out.
And I remember this was back then when, like, it was years and years ago, and I was like, this is so interesting. And it was the first like spicy scene I've ever read and everything. And now looking back on it, I was like, what was this? What's this supposed to be?
Yes, I feel that also a lot of things that you read, like when you are younger, you won't necessarily be okay with it now, and will So
like, I loved
that's why
Academy as a kid, and I don't know that I would love it if I reread it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I read
I have a lot of books also
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing with a lot of series. I think with certain series that I've read when I was a little bit older, I feel like I would have loved them a lot more were I younger. Like, it's the same thing with, I mean, The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab is both an urban fantasy, so that's why I don't like it. And 2, I feel like I would have loved it a lot more were I younger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have a lot of books that I read, and I tell to myself, well, if I read them when I was a child, I would really love them, but not now. I disliked them at book 1 already.
Like, I know people hate him after the second book, and I'm like, Why? What's he gonna do? What's the deal?
All I
Like,
can say is I wish I had read it in high school when I had plenty of toxic boyfriends or like early college.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I've heard about him. But I'm like,
Yeah.
what's the deal with this 360 or like 180 that Sarah J. Maas is doing with this?
I think it's just his real personality showing through, and Farah just understanding that not exactly how relationships work.
I think sometimes when you're in a
But
toxic
like, Reason is a
relationship, it
dick
takes you a
though in the
while to
first
realize
one.
What?
Reason is awful in the first one too.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's true.
Yeah.
But
But
everyone
like
is like, that's not toxic.
I mean,
Well, I feel that
I
as
can't say
readers,
anything because spoilers, okay? I can't
I
say
know,
anything.
sorry,
yeah,
like,
don't
this is
say
why I want
spoilers.
to
I
read
prefer
it.
without spoilers.
I
Yes,
will
but
not
I
say
just
a
feel like
thing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing comes out of me anymore. I gave you a little tiny bit of spoiler just for funsies, but that's all.
I'm so excited
Yeah.
now.
That's good. It will make you pick up the book.
Hopefully I will understand.
Yes, it actually
everyone
sounds.
better.
I'm just so intrigued to see why all the hype. I don't think that I will love it or even like it. I don't know, but it's. I will probably audiobook it because, like,
Yeah.
I was
would
really
like reading
disappointment
updates from you
from.
guys if you ever
Yeah, I
read
think
it.
I'm gonna vlog it actually. I think
Yes,
I'm gonna
Yes,
vlog
it
please
will
do.
be cool.
Yes,
It will be
and
really
like
cool.
make the Akuma
please do. I
reading
would
vlog.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I think it
too.
will be an experience.
Fun
Yes,
fact,
it
that's
will be
actually
really
when
cool.
I met Femke, I wasn't a big, as in, I'm reading about 100 books a year now. When I met Femke, it was like a couple of books a year. And
Yeah.
I was, at the
Yeah.
moment I met her, or at least I already knew who she was, but she thought I was one of those like makeup, girly girls. And I thought she hated me. And we actually went on a trip to England together, and we were actually one way or another sitting next to each other on the bus, and then we started talking about books, and that's basically the rest is
Amazing.
history. But she asked me, was like, what are you reading? I was like, well, I think I was reading the second book in the Throne of Glass series at that point. And she was like, oh, who do you like? And I was like, well, I really like Dorian, and I hate Kale, and I still stand by that statement. I hate Kale. And she was like, so do you love him best? And I literally asked her, like, are you team Dorian or are you team Kale? And she's like, I'm team book 3. Just keep reading, bro. and looking back on it now, it's just hilarious because how young and how funny. I've never finished the Throne of Glass series. Like, I read up until Empire of Storms, and then you caught the entire Kale book, and I was like, nah, it's fine.
Yes, like especially long series, I can get why people don't finish it. Also, like, as the series is longer, it just makes me don't want to finish it. So yes, like, it depends on the series. If it's a series that I adore, I will finish it. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like Throne of, especially the second one. I even forgot the name. Something with sword, I think. Is it? I don't remember. Second book wasn't my favorite. And then the third book. What?
Wait, what are you talking about?
The Throne of Glass. The second, is that Crown of Midnight?
I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
Fake fan.
It is Crown of Midnight.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm not completely demented. But the third, I'm actually lying. The third book was the first book that I read that had spicy scenes in it, which is a lot better than Akamov, I have to be honest with you. They feel, well, they're sort of a bit more normal. But like, I was really in that all-time high Sarah J. Maas phase, so I really I can get people being obsessed with the second book in the Akatar series. Do read the second one though. You don't really have to read the third one.
No, I will probably read it because it's just so hyped up, and I don't know, like, I won't read the Throne of Glass series, but I do want at least to read the second book. But like, the only book that's of Sarah J. Maas that I'm actually really interested to get to is House of Blood and Earth, like the Crescent City. Actually, what you are reading. Yeah, if you are not enjoying it and you have the similar taste of Esme, I might enjoy it. It also has the bodyguard trope, which is like one of my most favorite tropes ever. So hopefully.
I am 25% in, and I'm mildly enjoying it, but like not highly.
hopefully I will enjoy it. Yes.
I mean, from what I've heard of Femke, because Femke has read both. So the A Court of the fourth Akamov Orcator book, like
Mhm.
Vanessa one, and the Crescent City one, and she's like, I know you will enjoy it, and I know you will really like it. But is it the best book you will read? Probably not.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
some
So
books
I
are really good.
Finish Throne of Glass. Good luck with it. It's like a really long series, so
yeah,
yeah.
it's Ground of Midnight. Sorry, I was.
Is it done though, or is it still like being written, the series?
I think Throne of Glass is done. I think the
Is it?
final
Okay.
book was something with war, probably.
Yeah.
Yes, like from what I know, it's finished, but I might be
I think it's
wrong.
finished.
Okay. It's like 7 books, right?
What was it?
Yes, it's a lot.
Something
Yeah.
like
If you, it's sorry, it's Kingdom of Ash. Close
Yeah,
enough.
Kingdom something.
that.
Mm.
Yeah. It was
I love
supposed to be 6 books, and then you got Tower of Dawn, which is the reason I quit reading. I am not going to read an entire book from Kale's perspective.
Nothing puts me in reading slumps, but that book did.
Wow. You have
Also, for
similar
me,
reading taste.
I
We
guess
do.
we do.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
do.
Funny thing is that Femke read all of them and was like, just give me a summary and my life will be fine. I can continue without this. It's fine.
Definitely, I get this feeling.
This year, Judith.
Well, good luck with trying to
got
wrap
this.
up some of those series
Yes.
in the end of the year right now.
Starting series is easy. It's finishing them that is
Yeah, definitely. I
I
definitely
started
agree.
the Fallen Kingdom series and I've not continued. Like I've had that book on my shelf for ages. Then I finally read the first one and I was like, I am gonna read the entire series this year. Well, if I want to, I'm gonna have to make haste.
I keep
Oh,
buying
wow.
keep buying
Whoa.
first books
Mhm.
in fantasy series, but I never get
good
to
luck
them.
with it.
I can start the series.
Same. Yeah. I have a lot of, especially adult fantasy series that
Yeah,
I really want to get
exactly.
to. Yeah,
I
Just
all
that was
finished
just more intimidating.
Yeah,
A Wheel of Time, and I actually really enjoyed that one.
I want to pick that one up. I was
That
this
one is
close
so
yesterday.
intimidating, though. Like, it's even more intimidating than Priory. Priory of the Orange Tree was so intimidating, and I could not
Yes,
read that
it's
book
very-
physically because I would have broken my wrists.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yes, it's really big and heavy. I
It's
have
a
it
brick.
too, and I don't
It's
have
not a
any
book, it's a
idea
brick.
when. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It took me 2 months.
Wow.
I think it's same around the same time. I think I was buddy reading it with Femke, and we were like, "We'll read 40 pages a day, and we'll be done in a month."
Yeah, that's what I said for Wheel of Time, and then I was like,
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I also thought that Priory was a bit disappointing for me. Like, it was a really good book, but I
But you
felt like.
didn't feel it.
Well, the thing was, I loved the story, but the ending was rushed for an 800-page book.
Yes, I don't like it. That's how I felt about Ember in the Ashes. That the first 3 books were like just not.
I mean, we know how you feel about an Ember in the Ashes, Jane.
Yeah,
You don't have to
I'm
burst my
sorry,
bubble
mate.
here.
No, it's amazing that you enjoy it. And like at least that's already really amazing. So what about maybe doing our last sprint for today, because it's already getting late for me, and I do work tomorrow, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
I don't want to. I want to sleep and read all day, but we need to. Yeah.
We need money to buy books, so
Yeah, that's
exactly.
there you go.
Yes. Okay, so 40 minutes again. Yeah. Okay, so happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading. Hello.
Hello.
How everyone is doing?
You go ahead, Charlotte.
Yeah, I think I read about 40 or 50 pages. So another good sprint.
And is it getting faster, more interesting?
Yeah, it's that more is definitely happening. I don't think I'm a fan still, but more is happening at least. So that's something.
Yeah. Well, it's sad because you enjoyed the first book. But
Yeah.
okay. At least it's a duology. You don't have another book to read.
Yeah, exactly. No, like I understand why people love it and why it's so special. But for me, because for me it was such a bad start with it being quite slow and nothing really happening. So I'm already over it. Like it shouldn't need a 300-page build up and recap. At least that's my opinion.
Fair.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. 22 pages is very good. Not so 21.
Very
Amazing.
Very in sync.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that you are enjoying the books.
I have 3 pages left.
I saw your comment. Me crying is the onions and the ending. Wait, you have 3 pages?
I made almost all of my seasoning for my butter chicken.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, 3 pages left. It's just like the conclusions, like what happened to everyone at the end. I still don't know what I'm gonna rate it until I finish the last 3 pages.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Sorry.
Everything can change.
Are you using a slow cooker for
Yes.
this as well?
Yes. So
Such an American thing. Like I don't even own one.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys have a slow cooker, but
Not really.
No.
or well, as my friend would say, a crock pot.
I know. I used to always have it. And then I realized that's just the brand of like a kind of slow cooker.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
Yeah,
Don't
this
have
one,
them.
you make all of the seasoning and the stuff, you like saute it in the pan, and then you put it in the slow cooker with the chicken, and then it's ready in 3 hours.
Oh.
Mm.
That's really nice though.
Yeah.
Definitely. I never start cooking until it's far too late to make a meal without a slow cooker.
That's fair.
What about you, Esme? Did you finish the book?
Yeah, I did. I finished it. It was interesting, I would say. I think it's I mean I rated it 3 stars because I think it was fun and I think it was good, but it wasn't anything like.
Yes, you liked it, but you didn't.
I liked it. Like it wasn't. It's not something that will probably stick with me for the rest of my life, but it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, and I filled 3 more team prompts, so yay.
Amazing.
Yes, you're very close to evolving to the last evolution, which is amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, short books are just amazing for readathons. I also read a lot of graphic novels, so also like I read 7 books and I'm planning to finish 2 more, and like 2 out of all the books are graphic novels. So
I think this is where I messed up. I feel like I picked a lot of like long books. So I think that's where I messed up. And also like I started reading books in the wrong order, I feel like, because I perhaps should have prioritized DESERTATHON more and like read books for that first because it was finishing sooner. But instead I started books for the PokemonAthon. And then I realized, oh wait, I need to read for the DESERTAthon. And then I don't know, I messed up this time with my planning.
Well, it's okay. Like in the end, readathons are just like I'm very a competitive person, so I like to achieve things and like to achieve all the prompts and everything. But as a mood reader, there was so many readathons that I just couldn't participate anymore, especially in short ones, like those only weekend ones. It was the hardest for me to participate because it's like only 2 days that my mood is different. So I had this feeling a lot, and it's frustrating, but it's also like in the end you're reading and you're enjoying, and it's the most important thing.
Like I love the planning aspect of it, and I love like the challenge. challenging myself to read a certain amount of books and such, but I'm not too upset with the fact that I didn't make it. Like that doesn't really matter to me that much. As long as I
Yeah.
made a honest effort, I'm happy. But I love like all the prepping for it, and while it's happening, like all the figuring things out, how to match books with prompts and such. Like that's what's the most fun.
Yeah,
Same.
Also,
definitely.
I keep switching around prompts where I'm like, this is my TBR. And then
Yes,
now looking back on
same.
my Desert-a-thon TBR, I think I read a total of 1 book on my original TBR.
I
I did
still
finish
Yes, I
want
it.
that
also,
from
I
you guys.
think,
I suggested the idea to Jane. I think perhaps Esme can do the same, like comparing TBR
Yeah.
before and after. Like I
Yeah.
want that from you guys because I'm quite good at
Yeah.
sticking to the books I said I will read.
Yeah, you
It's just
are.
that I
Also,
don't
I'm a
read them in the
huge,
wrong order.
like, I'm just a huge rereader, if that makes sense. Like,
Mm.
thinking now, I'm like, I really, like, I think we read this together this year for Desert-a-thon in May, The Assassin's Curse.
Yes, I love
I
it.
want to reread it. I really want to reread it. So I think I will because I'm not tired. And I'll probably just continue that right now.
It's so good though, and it's so underrated. Like, why don't people know about this thing? Oh.
Yes, it's definitely a book that I really want to check because of Charlotte.
I mean, I
We
loved
made
it, so I will warn you there. I loved it.
Well,
I loved it.
usually, yeah, usually Charlotte and I, we have a pretty similar taste and pretty similar opinions. So
Yeah.
maybe this is those kind of books that we love, hopefully.
Will we find
Yeah.
one?
Maybe.
And it's
I
not
feel
a
like I'm the
shame.
odd one out, but that's okay.
Everyone made
Yes,
seven
I'm
together.
sure that we can find some. Yeah.
I love it though because we are so we read so radically different things that I feel like I will sort of find a book because of you and vice versa sometimes, which is really nice. Like I love seeing everyone's sort of personal reading taste, and it's like it's awesome to find people where you're like, oh, so if I recommend you a book, I know you will love it because we have the same reading taste. But it's also nice, like I can tell you, like I really didn't like this book, so read it because you will love it.
Yeah,
that's also
like,
true. Yes, it's so cool
really
that
I don't really know my taste anymore. I feel like I've read such like a diverse,
yeah, you're really diverse.
amount of books, and I'm like, I don't know what I like. So when someone asks me like, what do you like to read? I'm like, I don't know.
Books.
Yes.
Books.
Yes, I also feel that I
I need to pinpoint better like what I actually enjoy and read more of that.
Yes, same. I feel like I had a lot of problems this year to understand what I actually love to read, also because I read so many genres. Like I honestly read everything from everything, and every book that I pick is so different from the other. So like I'm trying to understand what I love, and slowly I'm getting to it, but I'm still like trying to understand myself. I'm also, it's hard for me to say that I love those type of books because not all of them I like. Yeah, I can say things like, I usually enjoy this setting, like water setting is something that I finding out that I'm really enjoying, but I didn't enjoy every book with water setting that I read, so it really depends. Yes, but like the book that I'm currently reading, I checked and I'm 40% in. I only started it today. Yes, it's like pretty short. I guess it's 300 something pages, but
still you're doing really well.
Yeah, and yes, like
you're on fire this month.
Yes, I'm so intrigued to keep reading. Like I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I really want to get to the steamy parts because the guy is like so different from just all the vibe of the book just feels to be very different. I'm also listening to the audiobook at the same time because usually I get really tired at the evening and it's hard for me to concentrate on the words. So the narrator, she's very like, I'm not sure how to explain it, but her voice is very calming, but very worries at the same time. Like I feel that she's giving the vibe, like she's very different from every other narrator that I listen to. Just a very different vibe. But yes, hopefully it will be a good book. I really hope so. Like I'm still, yes, I'm still trying not to have high hopes, but I'm getting to the health of the book and I'm still intrigued, which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's one
Yeah.
niche that I always love, which is secluded murder mystery. So
Mhm.
put like a group of people in a secluded setting, whether it be
Yeah.
snowy Alps, like, and then there were none, everything. Like, I'm planning on doing a video about that actually, because I read so many this year that I kind of want to make a video about like literally like locked room murder mysteries or like
I
secluded
love
murder
it.
mysteries.
I would love
Oh
that
wow,
because
I
I
would
want
love.
Rex. I
Yeah,
want to get into that.
yeah. Yes, I would really love like to get more Rex about locked room mysteries. I usually also if I don't enjoy the book, the setting and like the idea is really intriguing always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soothing. So not really yes, a little bit like the voice of the narrator, but it's more like she's talking like this. She's like whispering,
Is it
but
ASMR?
not ASMR, but it's like
It is.
she's very it sounds like someone is going to tell you a whole story, but like I'm not sure how to explain it. Like it's on script, it's like on script, so you if you want you can just listen to 1 minute to understand what the voice
Yeah.
sounds like. It just sounds, yes, I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's really like really good for the vibe of the book. I feel like it's getting me even more interested to keep reading, so that's good.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's already getting late, so I think that maybe we will wrap up, which is pretty crazy because it's like the last PokemonAthon sprint. Maybe we will have gaming sprints if it will be possible. Gaming, reading, whatever, but like the theme will be around the new Pokemon game, hopefully. But like, anyways, this is the last sprint, the official sprint of the readathon, which is again so crazy. Like it's been amazing. I can't
We
believe
have to
that
do
we
this
have
again.
only. Yes, I actually really want to. I like there is another new Pokemon game that is going to be released, I think, on January or February.
I saw that.
Arcos Legends. Yes,
Yeah.
so I was thinking about maybe doing a shorter round of the readathon
Ooh, that would
again.
be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, like I will see because it's supposed to be different from the other games, like a new game without the plot and the gym badges and everything. So I will have to realize how the readathon will work because we don't have a lot of information about the gameplay yet.
Yeah.
But hopefully, yes, once we will get a little bit closer. Yeah.
I mean, you could also just sort of collect like Pokemons or something. Like every
That's true.
Pokemon is a new prompt or something. I mean, that could work.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's really a great idea. Yeah.
I would
Yes.
definitely participate in that. That sounds fun.
Oh, yes, it was just so amazing, and thank you so much for everyone who joined and participated with us, and also for you for being leaders in this readathon. It's like really amazing. You made this readathon so much more enjoyable, and yes, it was just so amazing.
This.
Yeah, you did so well. I mean, everything
Thank
was
you.
so great.
Thank you. Yes, it was just so fun.
And there's still
Yes.
days left of the readathon, so there's still time to
Yes.
read. And there's
Yes,
still
2
the
days.
Discord that's going on. So like,
Yeah.
it's not ending. It's just a
Yeah.
sprints.
Come on, Team Chimchar for the
you.
win.
Third week, we can catch up.
Thank you
We
so
will burn
much
you.
for joining us.
If I don't burn dinner.
Yes.
Team Southwig.
I was
Yay,
just about
Team
to say,
Pizza.
speaking of soothing, I think you cooking in the background is very, very soothing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
can
relax.
agree.
I was like,
I
I feel
love
like
it.
I'm annoying everyone. They're like reading. And
No.
I'm over here, like,
No, not at all.
No,
It's
it
just
just
really,
makes
really
me-
soothing.
You
Oh.
make me angry.
cool. Maybe I'll
But
make
in a
I'm
good
starting
way.
in a vlog.
You have influenced me. I'm
Yeah.
Nice.
Amazing. Yes. So thank you so much for everyone. Like it's so amazing, and we have still 2 days left, so we can make it and read more books and shorter books if you want.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay! So good luck for everyone, and thank you again, and good luck. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.